Hello everyone, it's Veronica and welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a reading vlog of these books. I'm really excited to show you what it is, and I thought, why not do a reading vlog just because I'm in the mood for a reading vlog. One of the books I want to get just done, and not in a bad way, like done, like I'm rushing to finish it because it's terrible, but it is so good that I just want to be able to read it. Honestly, I'm doing this reading vlog because I finally have a day off, Veterans Day, thank goodness, this Thursday. I feel slightly relieved that Veterans Day is on Thursday just because I can finally chill a little bit. It's been like schoolwork all day for me. But let me introduce you to these books. You guys know the first book. It is The Death of Jane Lawrence by Caitlin Starling. I have been reading this since October 27th, which yes, it's definitely a very long time. I need to get it done in a good way. This is on its way to 5 stars. Honestly, at the moment, it is 5 stars. You know, nothing to complain about at all. It's just terrific, and I'm really enjoying myself. So I just want to get this done in a good way, in a sense that, you know, I'm ready to finish this, ready to find out how this ends. This is gothic horror, and I'm really enjoying it because I don't really read a lot of horror, but I'm really starting to venture into the thriller and horror section of my life. More so thrillers, because I enjoy thrillers like murder mysteries and everything. That one, nothing new, but like really getting into like the dark stuff, like horror, honestly. And I don't do well with horror. I don't like horror movies at all, so this is like a taste test, if you will. But this is like the only horror I have in general. I don't read much horror. But anyway, really excited to just finish this, super duper excited. The next book is also kind of along that lines. It is Crossings by Alex Landragin. This is a murder mystery, and I'm really excited to read this. First off, this is such a stunning cover. Absolutely stunning. This is a murder mystery. It kind of is paranormal as well, with ghosts and everything. And basically, one of the characters is like believed to have lived through multiple lifetimes in order to search for her lost love. So maybe this deals with romance as well, but I think for sure though it is a murder mystery thriller kind of thing. Really excited to read this. So glad I picked it up in Barnes & Nobles. Honestly, it's absolutely stunning and I'm in love with it. The next book is a romance, and this is on my TBR. I have been honestly wanting to read it for so long. I've heard terrific things about it, and it is Don't Kiss the Bride by Carian. All 3 books were featured, by the way, in my November TBR. This for sure I'm excited to read. Basically, this is an age gap romance, but they're all adults and they're like going there. They have to like fake date, I think, as well. This is fake relationship, fake marriage of convenience, which is really cool. It's one of my favorite tropes. Slow burn as well. I love slow burn. This is one of the books that I want to read. It was featured all over my Instagram pages. Honestly, just all over, and I've been really wanting to read this, so I'm really excited to read it. I've honestly been desperate to read this, or I should say reread it. It's The Spanish Love Deception by Elena Armas. Literally so desperate to reread this. It is top tier. This is actually part of my favorite books of 2021, and honestly, of all time. Honestly, one of my favorite books. Slow burn, check. Fake relationship, check. Beginning Hate to Love, check. It is seriously so good. One of my favorite books by far. This one, I just keep looking at it and like, oh, I really want to reread it. I really want to reread it. I really want to reread it. So I decided, you know what, since I'm just doing a reading vlog and I have a Thursday off, I might as well just pick this up. Hopefully I have time to read it, but I know that, you know, I just really want to reread this. I don't know when was the last time I read this. The last time I read The Spanish Love Deception was in March, which is insane. Honestly, it just felt like so long ago. It's like literally, I don't know how it's been so long. It was when I was reading it. I read it in like one day, honestly, and it was terrific. 10 out of 10. If you guys haven't read this, do check it out because it was fabulous. And I really wanted to add The Spanish Love Deception to this reading vlog, because whenever I flip through it, I'm like remembering all the special moments and like going through Goodreads, because the first time I read it on my Kindle, my phone technically, and it was so fun. I can just see all the highlights that I did, and I'm like, I really want to reread this again. So I'm just desperately in the mood for this, you know? Okay, and those are all 4 books that I am going to read for this reading vlog. I'm going to start today, and I'm going to finish on Saturday. Is my goal to just read all of these by Saturday. I know I can for sure finish The Death of Jane Lawrence by tonight. If I'm like really like just sit down and read, I'm probably gonna do that probably after my next class, after I go out a little later in the afternoon. Other than that, I have my next class going, and what I'm gonna do is edit this clip, what I have now, because I desperately need to get on track with editing. And yeah, I'm really excited to honestly just read all of these books. So excited. So I'll see you guys a little later, hopefully to show you guys little clips of me reading The Death of Jane Lawrence. Hello, good evening. It is currently 10:02. Okay, so I have Don't Kiss the Bride right in front of me, right here, and I'm super duper excited for it. I can't wait to mark it as currently reading on Goodreads. Honestly, I'm just so excited. I've heard really good things about it. And I'm just really in the mood for like a fake relationship. I've heard great things about Don't Kiss the Bride, so I'm excited to read Don't Kiss the Bride. However, like always, whenever I read at night, I'm probably gonna get like 2-3 chapters in and call it a night, because I'm constantly doing that. I'm like, I'll read at night and then I fall asleep 2 pages in. It's insane. Super excited to dive into Don't Kiss the Bride. Probably update you guys tomorrow morning. I will definitely for sure update you guys tomorrow morning, so don't worry. But I'll see you guys all tomorrow morning. Good morning. It is officially 7:43 in the morning, and I'm tired. Last night, I think I went to bed at like 10. Not that late. I've been going to bed at like 9 sometimes, sleeping at like 10. Once I hit the bed, I'm just like, I'm out. I'm tired. It's insane. I plan to go out and bike and be under the afternoon sun, get a little bit of a tan, get some vitamin D, C, A, B, everything, get all the vitamins in. So last night I told you guys I was reading Don't Kiss the Bride, and so far very good, however not far enough. So I got to page 44 before I was like, I'm out, and went to sleep. So I didn't really get to anything vital, but obviously we've already met our characters. Our heroine, Skylar, she is in high school, but I do think that this will have like a time skip to like the future where they're older, because she's like a senior in high school and I doubt they'll get together. So that's just my prediction. Granted, I do need to get further into the story, but I can tell you that so far I'm quite enjoying the story. I think I'm honestly really sad for Skylar. She like is suffering, and you can tell. Like, she lives in an old RV. Her mom is having trouble and everything. I'm not gonna get into those details just because it's slight spoiler-ish. So it's just kind of sad, to be honest, but I'm really enjoying it. I would get my book for Death of Jane Lawrence, but it's all the way over there and I'm too lazy. I'll get it later. But I will be reading the rest of Death of Jane Lawrence today, I hope. I'm gonna go to the beach for a while, bring a blanket, and just sit down and read a little bit of Death of Jane Lawrence and then just enjoy myself. My goal is to finish Death of Jane Lawrence by tonight. We'll see how I do with that. And then my goal is to honestly check out the audiobook, just because I've recently been getting back into audiobooks, but I think I'm gonna get it on Libro FM. I just kind of want to listen to the audiobook instead. That's what I'm in the mood for. And that way I can pretty much just read while I'm biking, lie on the beach, get the vitamins, and then officially got the audiobook, so I'm gonna download it. However, obviously there are instances where I'm actually gonna be reading from the physical book. Anyways, I know this is a really weird update. Other than that, I will see you guys a little bit later. Good afternoon. It is just 3 actually, really cool. As you can see, I'm back at home. I had such a fun time going to the beach. It was so much fun. I was listening to Don't Kiss the Bride on the way there when I was biking to the park. And then while I was sitting at the beach, I was reading Death of Jane Lawrence. I'm gonna give you an update on Don't Kiss the Bride first because I was listening to it on Libro FM and I had a really great time. I stopped at chapter 15. It is 24% in. So this definitely is very slow burn. I can tell you that without spoilers, this doesn't really count as spoilers. I got to the part where they decided to finally get married because this book is indeed a marriage of convenience and I really like it. I'm really enjoying it so far. Really glad that I decided to pick this up on audiobook. The narrators, so we have a narrator for Skylar and a narrator for Jude, or Lucky as he sometimes goes by. So I'm really loving the jump between his point of view and just the narrator change, and I'm really enjoying it. So glad I enjoyed that on my bike ride to the park. So much fun. I was reading Death of Jane Lawrence when I was just sitting there on the beach getting a tan. I left off on chapter 19 on page 147. I'm not even halfway there. I would say I'm maybe 40% in. Let me check on Goodreads. For Death of Jane Lawrence, I am 39% in. So pretty much 40%, if you will. So really enjoying it. I'm really starting to realize the situation. This is definitely horror for sure, but not as spooky as I thought. I think this definitely dives into the realm of the supernatural, which, yes, I'm very much enjoying, and I really like the aspect. Other than that, really enjoying Death of Jane Lawrence. We're definitely getting to that peak plot point for sure, and I can feel it. Like, I can feel it in my bones. But I had such a fun time reading this on the beach. So much fun. You guys would have seen it in the clips that I put up. I might read more later tonight. I'm really excited to continue with Don't Kiss the Bride and Death of Jane Lawrence. But other than that, I will see you guys a little bit later, probably in the evening-ish when we come back from driving. Hello, I wanted to update you guys because I have been listening to Don't Kiss the Bride, and I got to chapter 24 in Jude's perspective, and so far absolutely loving it. 40% in. I decided to go ahead because unfortunately my library did not have the Death of Jane Lawrence, so I went ahead and purchased it on Libro FM. I am currently downloading Death of Jane Lawrence. You guys might not see it there, but it's downloading. And I also mainly got Death of Jane Lawrence just because I want to listen to it on audiobook. I've been finding I haven't really had time to read physically and only at night because of school mainly. Yeah, that's my little update. It's still downloading, 60% in. Other than that, I will see you guys later. I'm gonna read Death of Jane Lawrence, or listen to it at least, and do my paper and everything, and I'll see you guys either later at night or tomorrow morning. Hello, good morning. It is 7:54 and I have been here watching Inglourious Basterds, the movie with Brad Pitt that came out like probably 10 years ago, I think. I'm here watching it for my English class because now we're doing the film portion of it. I didn't realize that Inglourious Basterds was due actually on Tuesday. Anyways, last night I got to reading The Death of Jane Lawrence, and I left off at chapter 28, page 221. And so far, I have mixed feelings. Like, I'm really going between a 4 and a 5. So I'm hoping something happens in between now and the end of the book. We're definitely getting to the part where it's like, ooh, things are absolutely happening. And this past last chapter or 2, it's like, yikes. I think I'm able to finish this by today, to be honest, which is really good. But right now, it hasn't like spooked me just yet. But just so far, I haven't really seen the spooky part yet. And perhaps it will come later. I'm hoping to just finish Death of Jane Lawrence first and then get into Don't Kiss the Bride, which is pretty good. I'm having good time reading both of them. They're absolutely so much fun. Other than that, that was my morning update for you guys. My plan read Death of Jane Lawrence, read Don't Kiss the Bride, and also my philosophy paper and my classics paper. Also, later we're taking the cats to the vet because they need to get a checkup. Other than that, I am gonna stick my headphones in, read Death of Jane Lawrence, write my paper, and I will see you guys a little bit later. Hello, we just got back from vet about 20-ish, maybe even 30 minutes, I don't even know, minutes ago. Currently 4:24. We got back from the vet and they're doing excellent. They're doing great and I'm super happy. Other than that, today has been an eventful yet not eventful day. I'm gonna listen to Death of Jane Lawrence today. After I end this clip, I left off on chapter 30, but technically I didn't even listen to a word, so I'm going back to chapter 28 where I left off last night. And then this book has 44 chapters in it, so only 20 chapters left, which is pretty good. I'm gonna read them all tonight. We're having an early dinner, so hopefully, because I'm listening to it pretty fast, it's pretty good actually. I'm really enjoying it so far. Hopefully I finish it by tonight. That is my goal. And then my goal next is to read Crossings by Landragin, which is on my bedside table and I'm too lazy to get it. I might find an audiobook for that. I hope there's an audiobook. I have no idea. I'm gonna continue reading this and pick up Crossings once I'm done with Death of Jane Lawrence. And then after I do that, I'm gonna continue reading Don't Kiss the Bride, which I am immensely enjoying. I'm seriously in love with this book right now. Other than that, I will see you guys a little bit later. I'll update you guys later. Hello, everybody. It is currently 8:30 and I've officially finished Death of Jane Lawrence by Caitlin Starling, and I think I'm gonna give this a 3.5. Honestly, yes, this was a 5-star prediction. I'm a little disappointed, okay? Personally, I just felt the story was a little unsatisfying, you know? I felt that the horror I was looking for, I'm still a beginner, you know, but I just felt like the story itself was like, it could have been a little more developed. It wasn't honestly spooky enough for me. It was not really horror as well. It was very supernatural. So I felt like I was comfortable reading this, not at all scared, to be honest. I'd also like to mention I'll talk more about this in my review portion of what I thought of Death of Jane Lawrence. So if you're interested in hearing it, do wait for the end where I do talk about more of why I gave Death of Jane Lawrence 3.5 stars. And I'm okay with 3.5. I'm putting this book aside 3.5 stars for me, and I'm okay with that. So finally done with this, but I am really glad that I read this. I did enjoy reading it. It was very interesting. I'm reading Survive the Night. I borrowed the audiobook from my library, so I'm super excited to dive in. Unfortunately, I forgot to add here, but my footage got deleted. I was going to read Crossings by Landragin. Unfortunately, my audiobook is on hold for about 2 more weeks from the library. So that's why I decided to pick up Survive the Night, and that's why you are seeing it here. Crossings will not be included in this reading vlog portion of the video. But I'm done with horror or thriller for the night. So putting that aside, I'm gonna pick up Don't Kiss the Bride, and I'm really excited for this chapter 24. Other than that, I will update you guys probably tomorrow morning because I'm super tired for some reason. So yeah, really glad that I finished Death of Jane Lawrence. I think probably tomorrow I will start Survive the Night. I will see. I have no idea though. Or I might even start it later tonight. We'll see how I feel about Survive the Night, but I'm really excited to read it. So other than that, I'll see you guys later. Hello, good morning. It is officially 8:40. I have class in about 50 minutes, which is great. My goal is to finish these 2 books as fast and quick and speedy as I can. I have not started Survive the Night, so this should go by pretty fast today. And Don't Kiss the Bride, I should be done today because I'm on chapter 24. My goal is to finish Don't Kiss the Bride and Survive the Night. I think I'm gonna read Don't Kiss the Bride now, which will be super duper fun, and I'm really excited. So I will see you guys a little bit later for an update to see where I'm at, probably after maybe my second class at 12:30. I finished that class at 1:20, so everything should be good. So I'll see you guys later. Hello everybody. It's 4:05 and I've officially finished Don't Kiss the Bride by Carian. What a success. I'm giving this five stars. 5 stars. Stunning, amazing, simply absolutely perfection. I had my full attention when reading this, and I think it was the best decision of my life to get this book both on paperback and on audiobook, because it was simply fantastic. And I feel like although my life isn't changed, it simply feels like my life has just gotten just slightly a little bit better, because such an amazing book. I am absolutely in love with it. This was such a fantastic book. The relationship between Jude and Skylar was amazing, and I loved her friend Megan. That is the supportive friend you need. You need a Megan. We all need a Megan. You know, she's the best, and I really enjoyed it. And I think the relationship between Jude and Skylar was amazing. You know, a lot of up and downs, but it was a really great story, and I really enjoyed it. And I think that honestly, the way Carian wrote this, fantastic. 10 out of 10. If you're debating audiobook or paperback, audiobook is just great as well. Paperback is amazing. Either platform, 10 out of 10. Get it. I'm about to start Survive the Night by Riley Sager, my last book. I'm excited to read it. Glad I got the audiobook for that from my library, because I really wanted to read it. So really excited to dive into Survive the Night. And before I start Survive the Night, I want to get a few work things done, and then yeah, I'll update you guys a little later. Hopefully I finish Survive the Night. Hello, good morning. It is currently 7:37 and I didn't even update my book last night. I was reading Survive the Night last night and I got to 28%, and I can tell you I'm not sure how I feel about this just yet. And also, pardon me, I just woke up. I don't really know how to feel about it. The writing style is very interesting. This, I would say I'm around page 83, and there's about 300 pages, 320 pages. So I think this morning I'm gonna finish that, gonna read that, and then I will probably update you guys after I finish that, and then obviously close the video because it is Saturday morning. Other than that, I'm gonna go read that, and I will see you guys a little later. Hello, it is officially 11:17, and I've officially finished all 3 books of this reading vlog. Now, you might be wondering, well, I'm seeing very different books here. Correct. So I was able to read The Death of Jane Lawrence by Caitlin Starling, Don't Kiss the Bride by Carian, Survive the Night by Riley Sager. Those were the 3 books that I read. And unfortunately, if you did jump from the intro to the reviews portion, I had to place a hold from my library for Crossings by Landragin, and it would have taken a few weeks for the audiobooks to arrive. So I decided to switch Crossings to Survive the Night. And I also had plans to read Spanish Love Deception, or at least reread. I didn't unfortunately get to that, but if you guys were looking for the reviews portion of the Spanish Love Deception, I can tell you guys this is one of my favorite books of all time, favorite books of this year. So if you've been meaning to read this, I can tell you guys, go for it. This has been such a good read. I actually do plan on rereading this soon. I just couldn't get to it this vlog. So unfortunately, I didn't get to rereading Spanish Love Deception or picking up Crossings. But I do want to talk about the books that I did get to right over here. We're gonna start off with what I read first, which is Death of Jane Lawrence. And this one I started in October around Halloween. So maybe 28th, 27th. And unfortunately, I'm giving this 3.5 stars. I do have a review on my blog going up on Tuesday after this video goes live. So if you guys do want to go check it out, it will be down in the description box below. But The Death of Jane Lawrence, I unfortunately just felt that it wasn't spooky enough. I felt the supernatural aspect, the ghost aspect, yes, it was interesting, and I did really want to read it. I just felt that it wasn't scary enough. It wasn't intense for me. In the beginning, I was definitely and for sure sitting at the edge of my seat, clinging to every word, but I just couldn't get to it by the end, and I felt that simply the plot was lacking halfway through, and then the ending was kind of a little bit of a disappointment in my opinion. This was a 5-star prediction if you're wondering. Unfortunately, had to give this 3.5 stars. It just was not for me. Then the next book I read and completed was Don't Kiss the Bride by Carian, and this one I can for sure say I gave 5 stars. It was simply amazing, both the physical book and the audiobook. The narrators, Desiree Ketchum and Aiden So, were chef's kiss. Loved the way they talked about it. So if you want to pick up the audiobook or ebook physical book, do so. All versions are amazing. The audiobook was amazing, the physical book was amazing. 10 out of 10. The relationship between our two main characters, Skylar and Jude, he goes by Lucky sometimes, but they were simply perfection. They went through ups and downs, but in the end, they came together. They realized their differences were really great connections, and their chemistry was amazing. So 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, simply amazing. Really loved it. Go read this. Amazing. One of my favorites this year. I have a guest here who really wants to say hi. Hello. Hello. This is Zoe, my baby Zoe. Next book that I actually just finished. Stop it. Stop it. No, not my laptop. Thank you. The last book I read was Survive the Night by Riley Sager, and I gave this 3 stars. Unfortunately, it just was not it for me. It was very interesting, but I simply didn't love this as much as I was honestly hoping to. I must say, in the beginning, I was very interested. Campus killer, girl potentially about to get murdered. But then the plot did not take me there, unfortunately. And disappointingly enough, I did not fall in love. This was another 5-star prediction. Turns out I didn't really like it much. It's just the fact that the plot was a little boring and a little lacking. I felt like it was a little predictable. There were some things that were good, which is why I'm giving it 3 stars. It was good enough, but not good enough for me to give it a 4 or a 5. And that's really sad to say, because I was really hoping this would be exceeding my expectations. I've heard Riley Sager has such good writing. Other than that, unfortunately, gave this 3 stars. I might go more in depth on my review if you guys are interested in checking that out. That is it for my review and my reading vlog of these 3 books. Like I said, unexpected results. I didn't really expect my 2 5 stars to end up being 3s, 3.5s, and then Don't Kiss the Bride being 5 stars, but I'm a huge fan of romance, so it was good writing. I really enjoyed it, but in general, these books were good. They were nice to read, something I felt like I could just sit back and relax and read the audiobook. So I had kind of a lot of fun, tons of fun being able to listen to audiobooks and get back into the audiobook listening, because I haven't done that in months. Unfortunately, I've just been super busy, and I hate when I'm busy and I don't have time to read. That really sinks me. I just want to say thank you guys so much for coming to this video and watching this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, do give it a thumbs up, and also if you guys would love to hit the subscribe button down below. I'm a very small booktube channel, hoping to grow, hoping to look for more booktube friends. So if you guys would love to, and I would be super grateful if you guys did, do subscribe down below, and you would make my day. But thank you guys so much for coming to this video. Do comment down below. Did you guys read any of these books? Did you enjoy any of these books? And also give this video a thumbs up. But I will see you guys all next Saturday for another booktube video. Bye!